This right here is a flow that I've written for the streets, see? It goes like this.
I'm a rocker, I'm a roller, I'm a rat out of controller.
Cats that got game, that live in the fast lane, they spend their hustle salary just to lose their personality. That ain't gonna be me. That's like using an inhaler after smoking crack cocaine. You goddamn know that your lungs will never be the same.
I'm a wheeler, I'm a dealer, I'm a rock and roll man.
Some cats say they can walk a day in my shoes, but some cats say they can walk a day in my shoes. But some people were born to win and some people were born to lose. But drugs, they just got me fucked up, dazed, and confused. Woo!
Sing for mommy, sing for him.
So you got to laugh.
As I was walking along the street back there,
You got to laugh.
I said to myself, I gotta comb my hair.
So you got to laugh. Love and love truth.
Okay, let go of him. Okay, let go of each other right now. Tyson, you don't let go of each other. You let go. Okay, you let go, okay? 1, 2, and on 3. 1, 2, 3. Both of you let go. Come on, the cops will come, bro. Come on. Back up. Back up. He's going on 3. Let go on 3. Let go on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let go on 3, man. Let go on 3. This is not safe. I got kids that run around in my backyard that can't run around and play because it's not safe. Because there's too much drugs and too many violent people around here.
It's like a death trap. You know what I'm saying? Death would end it, no matter what, how strong you are. If you're rolling in it again and again, something would end it. It's going to be violence.
The area that we're around here right now is Queen and Sherbourne. This is a very, very, very big hotbed for violence. A lot of murders happen within blocks of here in Toronto. A lot of the time it's over crack. Crack is destroying the city around here.
The people just don't want to be in this area. And I just tell these people, my friends, there's no crime in being poor. You know, they may do some dumb things here, but there's no crime in being poor. And I guess that's the result of the drugs and that kind of stuff that goes on in this area. But it's not a crime to be poor, not at all. And some people seem to have the problem primarily with that first.
The primary reason you're going to find your addiction in the inner city of Toronto is take a look around here. These people live in this. This is poverty. You wake up every morning and you have to see this garbage. You get high so you don't have to see it anymore.
Don't do crime.
So why are you doing it then? I'm just curious. Like, if you're saying don't do it.
Because it's old for the younger Bob. I said, because I'm old and I hurt. It's a painkiller. This is not right. Don't do it.
I'm gonna work
and do some drugs. I'm a prostitute. And I'm 40 years old. Look pretty good, huh? Yeah. The neighborhood sucks. My boyfriend took me away and then cheated on me, so I came back down to the area to fuck up. That's why. Can I swear? Okay. Okay. So that's basically why I'm back down here.
I just did drugs recreational, like I did a little bit of marijuana. Once in a while, you know, I did recreational drugs. Then I got cancer and I got addicted to pharmaceutical medications. And then the street drugs. I had no other choice. When the doctors catch you, you know, think they're giving you too much after they've gotten you addicted, because they didn't know anything about me, and they were giving me drugs that were like stronger than heroin, you know. And I got a bad addiction to it. Like they said, when I asked to go home from the hospital, the doctor said I could go home as soon as I got off the needles. I said, well, stop with giving them now. And during the night, I got sick, and I said to the nurse, I'm addicted, eh? And she said, no, cancer patients don't get addicted to drugs. What do you mean they don't get addicted? They get physically addicted. But I was psychologically addicted, too, because I'd lost my dad, my only brother, and my husband. Like, nothing makes me madder than people that judge me about my drug habit when they don't know what it was that got me into this point in my life. Like, you know, they say that Kennedy's had a lot of tragedy. God, so read the common man's had a lot of tragedy in their life too. And just that we're not in the media attention. You don't know about it. But most of the people I know down here that do drugs, mainly it goes back to the same reason. It's loneliness, which is one of the worst social ills there can be. If I could change one thing in my life, you know what it would be? It would be that ever smoke crack again. That ever smoke crack again. I wish that I'd never done it. I still have a lot of emotions that people that have smoked for 10 years old. I still have shame.
Let's see the smoke. Oh, yeah? Oh, shit!
See you later, Alger.
I smoke crack, you know, I'm sorry, and it made me homeless, and I started having to work the streets. Not necessarily just to smoke crack, to survive.
Yeah.
But, you know, and then when you're doing that, you smoke a hell of a lot more crack just to not have to deal with yourself. Wham, you're in jail, you're in an institution.
Okay. So before you smoked, what kind of, like, how were you then? Before you... Okay.
Professional.
Like...
No, I was depressed and unemployed for about 6 months before that. Relatively unemployed, without steady employment. Before that, I worked in the brokerage industry. Ran a research department, a desktop publishing department. Research department, we put together all the reports and stuff, sent them out. And then I was a paralegal in securities law for a long time. And then I worked at Procter & Gamble doing, you know, event management, conference management. Procter & Gamble Pharmaceuticals Canada. But I coordinated all of their medical conferences, which marketed like their new drugs, like Zidronate, Actonel, stuff like that. So yeah, I was responsible and professional and high school dropout teenage by now.
Wow.
You know, there's a lot of ugliness. Who really wants to say, yes, I sucked cock for my supper tonight, you know? Yes, I fucked 5 guys tonight and I've got $700 in my pocket. I'm not proud of that. So when I'm feeling like, oh God, I look like shit, I'm gonna, you know, maybe somebody I know is gonna see me. I said, well, yeah. And, you know, deal with it, bitch. You did it to yourself. Get up and go because, you know, you're ruining your life and you're wasting your soul. Just get up and go.
All I know is it gives me something I never had. And what I mean is that my parents gave me up. Well, my dad left when I was 1. My mom gave me up for adoption when I was 2. I've had fuck all. I have fuck alls, you know. Having nothing, you know, it makes I have no need for anything, you know.
I'm a runaway. I've always been a runaway. From the time I was high. Yeah, just run from my problems, and I'm the first one to admit that.
Sure.
You know.
What's taking that motion?
All I have to say, really, basically, is nothing is impossible. Sky's the limit.
I'm not against anybody that does drugs because I do it myself. I smoke weed. I'm not hiding that. I smoke weed. I do a little bit of everything.
But you know what? I do it within my own residence, and I don't bother other people.
If you want to do your drugs, your crack cocaine, you buy whatever you want to buy, and you go home in your place, in your private place, or by somebody's private place.
Crack is a type of drug that most people downtown really like to do. I was smoking crack from when I was 15 years old until about 18. I stopped because I have a future. Well, I don't know. It was hard for me. I've been clean for 6 weeks. It will be 7 weeks on Wednesday. It's hard, but you know, if you put your mind to it, you can quit.
I used to do drugs every day, but I think drugs is just a getaway from other things. Drugs is not a bad thing, it's not a good thing either, but it's getting out of hand. People are using drugs as an scapegoat. People are using drugs as an excuse. There's no excuse for drugs. You want to do drugs, do it because you want to do it, not because you have to. Drugs leads to murder. Drugs leads to hurt, pain, suffering. I've seen it. My best friend was murdered.
Drugs ain't the problem, man. Drugs is what people do to avoid the problem. I've been smoking crack all my life. I used to beg it down. I'm a working guy. I always had a job, I always had a place, but I always liked the coke. And I was cooking coke down before crack came out.
I'm standing in the Moss Park Community Kitchen Garden, waiting for my tomatoes to grow. In the meantime, I'm sure feeling hungry. Why does Mother Nature work so slow? I think I should give up.
You know, it's fun being here. The community is really good. You know, outside people have to come here and take a look at Moss Park. I mean, there's been stories said about it. There's been fights. There's been drug uses. But I mean, that's very isolated. It doesn't happen all the time. You come when there's positive things happening. Don't just come when you see a cop doing a bust or something. I enjoy this community.
The thing is, this neighborhood, I ain't judging nobody. You know what I mean? Because, I don't know, it's just where I left it. It's where I left it, and you know what? These people are real to me.
We're no longer a criminal. No criminal record. 2 years Rockstar and no criminal record. Because I really don't do things wrong. Except smoke crack. Which I guess is kind of illegal. Sort of.
I'll tell you one thing, brother. Nothing changes in this fucking neighborhood. Either you want to stay here and be a fucking nobody, or you want to fucking try and get your shit together. And some people have the brains, but they don't have the heart. And some people have both, and eventually they make it. End of story.
Was it?
Friendship has its own face, and love is love, always. End it.
I just want to say that Roberta is a wonderful person. She actually did a poetry on the back of my picture. She's been missing in action for a long time, and we didn't know where she was, but here we are in Allen Gardens, and here she is. And she's a very strong woman. I mean, she's told us some stories, so much that the average woman would have had a nervous breakdown long time ago. But she's held up. And I heard that she's a musicology
major.
Musicology, not the drumming major.
No, that's a reference to a point in the music history theory.
Everything she just said
is all true.
And there's no word of a
lie.
This shirt, at first you read it, it says, what does it say? It ain't easy being a rock star. And then people get closer, and then they realize, oh, there's words on it. Like I read stuff here, you know, scoring, what is crack, preparing ahead, coming down. I mean, these are things that you really have to know.
Very instructive, yeah.
Very instructive, as Carmen said. But you know what? I was told that crack is like $1 billion industry. Cocaine. It's been here for years. I mean, it was in Coca-Cola. It's just like people smoking cigarettes. Fine, they saw the package and they saw whatever, but they're smoking. They're addicted. Okay, so what do we do from now? Calm down. Pat me on the head. Calm down. Okay.
Good.
Let's you guys go.
No, you were. Keep going. There's a flow.
I get so passionate about this. I get so passionate about this.
What I do on outreach, and we find some of our needs are, there's a lot of drug users, so I provide them with safer drug use equipment, like safer crack kits, as well as safer needle kits, with information on what detoxes, treatments are out there, and making sure that people are safe. And the biggest thing that people are asking for right now are sleeping bags and food. And unfortunately, we don't provide food.
So boys and girls, we're at Bay Street and we're having a show here on arm reduction. Why do so much people who are homeless end up on crack cocaine, end up on alcoholic, end up in and out of jail? And why do you spend so much on homelessness? Sir, what color is your blood? Man, what color is your blood? What color is your blood?
My blood?
Yeah.
Red.
Red. Only when oxygen hits it, right? But you don't know what color it is inside. What color is your blood, sir?
Look at the bird on the wire. Can you get that? Look, right there.
Maybe 1989, 1990, I started doing cocaine. I was 16, 17. Progressed into doing crack at the age of 18, 19. I was living in that shelter and just said, one day it was P&A day, and I bought a 20 piece and I put it on my pipe, and I did like half of it. And I just took it out of my mouth and just threw it. I just smashed my stem and said, fuck this. You know, enough's enough.
Wow.
You know, and now I come down here and I still see a lot of my friends, and you know, a lot of them are still smoking, and I see how bad they're doing, and you know, it makes me feel bad. And like those street health girls, that's what I want to do. I want to do outreach, and maybe take 2 years at Sheridan College and do community outreach work.
I've seen people rise within a month of stopping smoking crack, as I'm sure you well know. You're healthier, you look better, you feel better, you got more energy. You know, absolutely, and it always is. You're always going to be an addict. That feeling is never going to leave you. It's never going to not call you every once in a blue moon.
It's pretty difficult to speak to a person or engage with them openly where there's no element of trust, and understandably so, about their chosen lifestyle and the dangers and risks affiliated with that.
Of every single person in every psychiatric hospital, every jail, every drug rehab had one person, just one, that's all it takes, one person that cared about them unconditionally. And I don't mean your mother, because your mother's supposed to love you. I don't mean your wife, because your wife's supposed to love you. I don't mean your girlfriend. I mean some person, some elderly person or whoever. Each person had one person they could turn to unconditionally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that person not be judged and not judge them. I'd say most of our jails and psychiatric hospitals would be empty.
Tell me, young man.
How you doing, Kevin?
I'm doing as good as man can do, right? We're sitting down here on Bay Street, and we're wondering why this man who's supposed to be psychopathically disturbed, why this man who's supposed to be substance-induced, why is this man the most arrested man in the city, why is this man who lives in fear day by day, why this man is not down in crack alley smoking crack? Now, why is this man not chasing all these thousands of people for money? Isn't that what the homeless addict's supposed to do?
That's exactly what they,
that's
what they say he's supposed to be
Yeah,
doing.
so why is he not doing it? Is it because of you? Could that be your fault, sir? Sir, could it be you? Did you accept this man and take this man as he is?
Of course.
When you became a friend to this man?
Of course.
Sir, the government is going to come after you.
Why?
Why? Well, imagine the police force now don't have no work. They can't be chasing this guy down in crack alley. They can't be arresting him for a crack pipe. They can't be arresting him for a 20 stone. This guy can't be out there high, sitting around harassing people. This guy cannot be going robbing people for their personal money for drugs. Why? Because you befriended this dirty, grimy guy. Why would you do something so idiotic?
Because he's a person.
He's a person, but Jesus, we're talking homeless people, not person, guys.
So what?
So what? So
because he's homeless, that means he's not a person?
So you're telling me that we spend millions and millions of dollars on homelessness each year.
Yeah.
Did you receive any of that money?
Excuse me?
You receive any of that money to solve homelessness?
Heck no.
Then hold it. If we spend so much money on arm reduction, do you receive any money from arm reduction?
Heck no.
Now hold it. But you're the one that helped this man stop being such an extreme addict. Shouldn't you have gotten the money?
You put it that way, I'd like to get a piece of that.
I think so. I think we got to put a claim into the city because this man has done more for arm reduction
than many of those people who are making 20 bucks a day. God bless you. One love.
Harm reduction. Yes, you help reduce that harm. We spend millions and millions of dollars on harm reduction, but yet it's the people who are reducing the harm. It's the love and the acceptance of the people. That's what reduces the harm of the addiction that inflicts so much people, that leaves them out there on the streets in the nighttime in minus 30-degree weather freezing. And you know something? I've slept in minus 30-degree weather. And the only time I'm cold is when I sit down there with a crack pipe and then the glass starts to fog up and then the glass hit my mouth. Now, I have nothing against those who do crack because I've done it myself and I still fight it day by day. But I can tell you one thing. The love and the acceptance of the people, that is the harm reduction. That is the cure to homelessness in this city. Inspire hope. See that people don't do dope. Spread a lot of love because the love is the light. The love, that's the milk and the honey. That's not the money. See, that's why we're at Bay in Adelaide. This is the official opening of the Church of Brotherly Love. There is no brother love, just brotherly love. Brotherly love. Brotherly love. That is harm reduction, boys and girls. Brotherly love. You have an epidemic in your hands. They call it homelessness, but it's not homelessness. It's addiction. It's slothfulness. A lot of it is laziness. And how do you cure it? We cure it through brotherly love. Brotherly love. By accepting your brother for who they are, as they are. And by, praise the Lord, God bless this beautiful lady, because she expressed sisterly love. And sisterly love is brotherly love. Deal with the needs of humanity. Do not deal with the money that will bring hypocrisy.